so far. That is the sound of the oven. I just set to 375 because we're gonna bake some muffins this morning. The lovely Mrs. Ackerman, that's not me to be, I'm talking about my mother-in-law, bought us these Kodiak muffin mix, and I'm super excited to try them. And Jay has a coaching session tonight, so I thought good excuse to make some muffins for everyone. So I've put the entire muffin mix in a bowl, which is apparently going to make 12 muffins for later. And I'm just about to add in all the other ingredients that we need. And really, we don't need very much. We need a 1/4 cup of oil, 1 cup of milk, and 2 eggs. So pretty simple. So I'm just going to throw all those ingredients in here. I have no idea whether it matters what order they go in. I'm really not particularly great at baking. I've never really learned how to do all these things properly. I actually used to just eyeball all of this stuff as well. That's how I learned from my mom. She used to just throw everything in a bowl and go by eyesight. I think that's really common for older generations to cook in that way. But I'm going to be accurate, obviously, because I'm going to track all the macros. And actually, it's pretty interesting. I noticed on the side of the box earlier when I was looking at it, it gave me the macros for the dry ingredients and then also for the mixture with the added ingredients. And I thought that was interesting because how do they know what kind of oil I'm going to be using? And how do they know what kind of milk I'm going to be using? Oh yeah, interestingly, so I'm using cashew milk. Again, I have no idea whether that's going to affect this mixture or not. We shall see. All right, I'm going to add my eggs. 2 eggs. These are just regular, large, I think, Market Pantry eggs. This looks so yummy. Dark chocolate and coconut. Jay's not gonna like these. More for me. Jay, do you like coconut?
I don't think I'll mind it
When it's
in
mixed
this style. I don't like added shredded coconut.
Right. Why is it again? I forget why you say that you don't like coconut.
It's more the texture.
Really? Oh my god.
I don't really taste it. I just, you know what? It just doesn't add anything for me.
Right.
Like, just give me a donut. Don't put coconut on it.
I love coconut. I always go for those cake coconut. What are they? From Trackside?
Exactly.
The cake one with shredded coconut on top. They do a dark chocolate coconut cake one too, which is delicious.
It's like coconut is trying to be the bacon of, I don't even know, is it a fruit or a vegetable?
Coconut's a fruit. I said that with a lot of certainty.
I don't think it is. But it's like, well known, you can add bacon to anything and it makes it better.
That's true.
So all of a sudden they're trying to add coconut to everything, and it...
I think it's because it's got that reputation at the moment to be super healthy, right?
Well, let's be real. If you're putting coconut on a donut, it doesn't become this magic vitamin bomb.
No, but in my world, it does make it significantly more delicious.
But I don't like coconut water.
Alright, yeah, coconut water is delicious. Okay, so I've given this a good stir. Still a little bit grainy, but hey, I like texture. So, and you know what? Jay's class isn't going to care later because they're going to get free muffins. So I'm going to leave it as is, and you don't have to watch this process, but I'm now going to divide this mixture up into 12 muffin cases and then throw it in the oven. We'll see how they turn out.
Did you add oil to it?
Yeah.
That was that?
Yeah.
So you microwaved the oil first?
I did. I microwaved the oil.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let me see.
I prepared some of these things in advance just so the audience wouldn't have to wait whilst I divvied out and microwaved the oil. But yeah, this is just standard organic virgin coconut oil.
Let's see you pour one.
It's gonna be messy.
I know, that's what I want to say.
I actually probably need to use a different spoon, but hey, let's just not.
Do you have an
add to the
idea of the
washing
macros
up.
on these?
I'm gonna figure that out in the meantime.
Okay.
But I had a quick look on the box and it looks pretty good. Got a decent amount of protein in here and not too devastating on the carb front. What I'm interested about is seeing what the coconut oil does to our macros. So stay tuned, we'll find out. The muffins are done. Oh my god. They look incredible and smell delicious. So I'm gonna let these cool, and in the meantime I'm gonna figure out the macros for them because I added some slightly different ingredients to what was suggested on the box, i.e. we only had cashew milk and not regular milk, and I used coconut oil as opposed to probably what most people would use, which is vegetable oil. So I'm gonna figure out those macros and we'll be right back. Welcome back. As you can see, I have our finished product here. 12 beautiful muffins. Some are slightly bigger than others, so I wasn't totally balanced with the divvying up there, but do you know what? I like this because it means I can pick a bigger muffin and, you know, get a little extra macros while still recording just one serving. Let's see, so I figured out as well, I went and double checked for you guys what happens when you scan in just what it says on the box for the macros, and then what happens when I input every ingredient manually, because I did use unsweetened cashew milk and I also used coconut oil, and it's actually not too far off different. So you can see if you just scan the box, you get 350 calories, you get 45 grams of carbs, 15 grams of fat, and 11 grams of protein. Now that's for 2 muffins, which is pretty awesome. And when I separated it all out, so I did this by going into the recipes function, by the way, I was able to select just the dry mix ingredients of the coconut dark chocolate muffin mix, and then all I did was add in the extra ingredients I used, so the coconut oil, the cashew milk, and the eggs, and then I plugged that in as coming out to 12 servings, because there's 12 muffins, and then I doubled it, and it gives me 42 grams of carbs, 14.9 grams of fat, so 15, and 10.3 grams of protein, so pretty much the same deal as what you would get if you just scan the box, and saves you a lot of time and effort. So there you go. You can see how easy it is to make these muffins, and I hope you enjoy.